Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Hey guys, welcome everybody. Just give me a moment, I'm just getting set up here.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It's just after 1 p.m. Eastern. It is Wednesday, November the 8th. It's hump day, midweek. I hope everyone is having a great week so far in the markets. And today, guys, the plan, yesterday we looked at US30 and US oil. Today, again, the group decided we're going to do US30 and gold today. So we're going to look at gold and US30. We're going to do full top-down analysis. But before we get into even looking at the charts, we're going to go through daily routine. We're going to go through news, earnings, if there's anything coming specific, and just get through the business, and then we'll get into the chart. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all of you guys, everybody on Zoom. Thank you. Sport Lotto, welcome. Good evening. Arona, thank you for joining. Chris, welcome. And everybody else, thanks for joining. You guys on YouTube, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys, and thank you for joining. If you guys can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, we do appreciate that. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's not waste too much time. What we're going to do, like if you're trading right now, okay, so if you're in trades right now, US30 kind of found a bottom already down here at 34,000. It bounced right back up. It pulled back higher low, so they built up the demand here. You can see now the volume is trading above the VWAP, building the depth of market, and now we might be pushing for a little bit of a bullish move. Please monitor accordingly. I'm going to get started with Forex Factory really quick. Let's see if we have any news coming up or what news has already happened today. Okay, so big one was 9:15 a.m. Eastern, right before Wall Street market open. We had Fed Chair Papa Powell speaking. Okay, so there was a little bit of volatility with Powell over here. You always have to respect anytime this gentleman is speaking in the markets, whether it is FOMC or he's just talking. You gotta be aware of when he's in the markets, because the markets tend to move whenever this gentleman is in the markets. Okay, and this afternoon this will be us. We're trading 1 to 3, and then if you're going to trade Power Hour, the last hour of Wall Street, is there any big specific news? We've got some speakers also here, but they're not as high impact as Powell. You can see Powell is a red folder. We do have FOMC members, Williams speaking, Barr speaking. We have Jefferson speaking today. They're all yellow, low impact. So again, we gotta show respect to Mr. Powell. That's why it's a red folder. And going through the rest of the day, in the Asian session, we got JPY, we got some Japanese news if you're going to trade later in the evening, okay? And just moving forward, I want to mention for tomorrow, so we're ready. Tomorrow, if you guys are trading, remember we have early morning unemployment claims once every week, every Thursday morning. This red folder is released. And we also have Fed Chair Powell speaking again tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's not FOMC, but still be aware of 2 o'clock tomorrow when he is speaking, and in case you're in trades, or the volatility might change when he is speaking tomorrow. Okay, so that's the news. Earnings today, if you're going to trade in the after hours looking for any positions, or if you're in any securities that consist of these, we have Walt Disney at 4:05 today. Okay, they are big impact in the markets. Walt Disney, we'll see what their results are. They're right after market close at 4:05. AMC, guys, how many of you guys had some fun with AMC back in the day? We had a lot of fun with this. AMC is set to have earnings at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that is a great timing for FOMC. And any other companies in here? Mara, has anyone ever traded Mara Digital Holdings? This one, it's like a blockchain company. It kind of runs with crypto. When the crypto markets are pumping, Mara, it tends to move with it. When crypto is dumping, Mara is dumping as well. So we've had a lot of fun with this company back in the past. I've traded it a lot. This is Mara. Some say it's a pump and dump, but if you're just pip and dip out of these markets, it's the same thing. Just get in, get out, and move on. But big lineup today. Beyond Meats, if this one we used to trade back in the day too, when there was the big hype of all this fake meat and things like that. So there's a little bit for everybody. When we get into stocks and options, it's going to be fun. So you can pick what you like and follow these securities. Okay, so that's for this evening, guys. This is our schedule for this week at SST over here. What we have is London sessions, we've got New York's, Wall Street's, Monday, Fridays are to be determined, and we have post New York's, we've got 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. this week's schedule, and we're going to have some Asian sessions. I'm going to be doing more Asian sessions next week, so look forward to that new schedule. And tomorrow, guys, in Zoom, we're going to have our weekly webinar at this time tomorrow, 1 to 3, and then we'll be trading post New York right over here, 11 to 1, okay? And so that's our schedule. And if you'd like to join our Discord, guys, we'd like to have you in our community on Discord. You can join up over here. And another one I wanted to show you is our free Telegram group. We highly recommend everybody gets in here. It's free. It's pinned at the top of YouTube. Click on it, get in. This is us. The one that's pinned at the top of our YouTube channel is us, because there is some scammers. That's why I keep telling every single day, this is us. Don't fall for scammers. We highlight trades that we take, signals, highlight members progress. Right here we have this member right here, killing it, stacking gold, and had a very good day. Congratulations. And just showing what we do here, and promotions too. So there'll be more of those coming, guys, so just click on that, and if you want to decide to join with SST. Okay, so let's get in the markets right now. I'm going to start off with US30, okay, and we're going to do a top-down analysis on US30 and gold. We're watching US30 over here in the book. It's set up on the 15-minute time slices over here, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock, and 1:15 is coming up very, very soon. Currently, the volume is above the VWAP, but it's coming down to maybe retest. Down here, it's kind of similar like yesterday. We have, again, negative CVD around 700, so delta negative. There is still some selling pressure in the market. We'll do our top down, but you can see the big selling pressure, and now it's pulling back a little bit, but coming right back down. So we're going to see our seller's going to bring it back down, maybe break this support, or it's going to come up with a higher low, and we're going to see what we're going to work in our session that we have for the next hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so let's start with US30 top-down analysis. If you guys can hit the like button, we do appreciate it, and let's get started. Okay, it gets me motivated. You know, the more likes I see, the more bullish I get, and then I have more fun on these calls. Okay, so let's get these likes up, and let's see if we can learn something new in the markets today. Okay, so with the Dow, okay, remember this area we talked about yesterday, okay? How many of you guys, that's why it's nice to tune in daily with us, because then all of this stuff that I'm saying kind of recaps, it's fresh in your mind. We talked about this zone yesterday, okay? Remember when we talked about this? This area was 50% of this big bullish candle on July 11th, and this is what started this big move right here, this bullish move. So once we identify that, we bring it over here. I can see that it came all the way down and it pivoted right here perfectly August 25th, and then we found our buyers and we came right back up. But when it came back up here, there's resistance. Why? Because over here, this used to be support. Then this red body closed below August 15, came up and got rejected. So we found a zone. But now with the volume below, let's make this zone red and bring it across. Okay, this is our style of trading. Finding these static zones and bringing them across, and let the volume come to you, and then we see the reaction. So you can see how support can turn into resistance, a double resistance, a 3 resistance, and more and more and more and more resistance may turn into supply in the future. So what I do is I bring this zone across. We're nowhere near it. Right now we're trading at 34,000 and a quarter. This zone up here is 35,100, but maybe the market in the next couple weeks might come back up here, and we'll see what happens up here. I look in the past, I see double top, it got rejected. Maybe it comes up again, and then it gets rejected. But if the volume breaks above here and we close above, those are pretty much our all-time highs up there, okay? Very, very close to getting to the all-time highs, almost up there. Okay, so we'll see if the market continues to push up there, but we are nowhere near the zone, so we don't need to worry about this right now. It's a resting zone in the market, resting supply, but this zone is active. So if I bring this one across right there, it was resistance right there. The volume was below, so it went got rejected and pushed down. Again, if you brought this one across, see how the buyers brought it right back into this zone? And did any green volume close above here? No. Rejection, close below, and then the next push down. And they grabbed the big liquidity down here. We talked about this yesterday, where there's kind of this double bottom right here. So let's draw a green box and bring this one across as well. Okay, and then what shows me down here is just one day, it was a big drop at the end of the week, Friday, and then look over the weekend, they gapped it up and brought it right back up and engulfed it. So to me, this was a Friday, Monday engineered move by our market makers, where they brought the market down, they picked up all the liquidity, and the opening of the new week, they're ready to start it bullish. So do you guys understand this? Like, before we go forward, do you guys understand what this move is that was engineered by the markets? I didn't make this move. You never made this move. The markets made this move. Do you guys know why this move was made like this? Okay, this will help you too. This will help also when you're scalping the markets. You have to know what a liquidity pickup is. You got to learn this, okay? You have to. And if you're questioning yourself right now, then let me just explain it one more time. This was support. If I brought this zone across, I see it break below, close, and they dropped it, okay, quickly. So there's pending orders down here. There's a lot of liquidity once you break this low right here. That previous low broke right there. So what are they coming down for? They're coming down to get the money down here. There's a lot of money sitting down here. So they come down, they get the money, and it's closing on a Friday, very convenient. And then what they do over the weekend is they gap up the market and they push it back up bullish after they got the money down there. And then it starts this bullish week. Look at when it starts. Tuesday, October 31st, month end. And in the new month right here, November 1st, they start a new monthly bullish move. And it starts to come up. So let's follow this volume right now. We came all the way up, and did we not trade into this zone yesterday? Remember where it got really consolidated on our session in the afternoon? We didn't even take a trade because it was very, very choppy on the lower time frames. You can see even the dailies now. As we're getting in here, there's some consolidation. It came up green yesterday. We came up for a new high today, and we're coming right back down. So this, if daily candle closes that back below down here, we might drop further down. But if we can come back up and close strong in here, we might have enough momentum to continue to move bullish. So right now we're in a bullish flag on the daily. So it's still consolidating in here. So let's follow our daily candles now. We closed here yesterday. We opened right here today. And when we opened, we came up bullish. We took out yesterday's high, and that is our high of the day. 34,257, around there, okay? Give or take, somewhere around there. 250, let's say 250, nice whole number. I'm gonna place a purple line up here at the high of the day. And then I look to the left of the chart. Remember we were talking about those two wicks yesterday? We had a yellow line here yesterday, Okay, so you see it didn't come up to those two wicks right there and right there. And you see when I'm coming into this red body, about 50% of it is right there. So again, I'm going to draw a red box and bring it across because I see that this is now resistance going forward. We got rejected there today. So going forward, let's bring this across. Okay, we saw how high it went. That's our weekly high up there. That's our monthly high. So far they rejected it there. It's still holding 50% below this big body candle, and those two tweezer bottoms are still holding. So we come down now. So it got rejected today. All of our volume came back down red, and we've already pretty much engulfed yesterday's green body, and we pushed down to here to these three kind of equal low wicks. Okay, so let's just place a purple line at today's low of the day. Right there. 33995. Around 34,000 psychological area. And you see right now how it came up. So yesterday's low is right here, a little lower. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is just draw a green box and get yesterday's low and bring it like this, just to show me where that daily support is still holding. If we can break below here and close below here today, okay, if we can break, close red below here and retest this area here or here, and we get rejected, look at, we have clean traffic to come all the way down to these two bodies and maybe continue to break to 50% of this big green candle down in here. But what I look at is not just 50%, I look at a base of structure right over here. So here there was structure, yellow line. Why here? There was a body, a body, a body, a body, and a wick get rejected there. So that I'm going to draw a yellow line. Okay, and also here I'm going to draw a yellow line at this body to body right here. So now I'm drawing my zones, not my loans. I'm drawing my zones below us in case we push down. And I like to measure these zones too, so I know what could happen in here. Right now, Bookmap is breaking down. The sellers, okay, are below the VWAP. Again, push down. It pulled back into here. Big offer, big block came in right at the VWAP. Absorbed those buyers and continue push where it took out this previous low. Let's make a line right here to know where our previous low is and to see if the selling pressure can continue to push down. Okay, so if you're buying today, again, you're counter buying this move. Okay, so let's just follow our daily candle. If we break this green box while we're scalping, it might not come all the way down to this yellow line. Where do we have other critical areas in the market? Okay, I like to see when they broke it right here, it stopped right there. Okay, that was a pivot in the market. That was that low right there. So I draw another line right here, and then I see in the past it came up green, got rejected there, came up green, got rejected there. So maybe we might push down to that area if we can break all of these wicks today. That's 33927, 33925. Keep it at those quarter increments and see if we come down there. What happens if we come up bullish now? Okay, so maybe it found a bottom down here, like this wick got rejected yesterday. Today we got rejected with a higher low. If we start to come up, maybe we're going to come up to these bodies right here. See how there's these bodies right over here? So I'm going to place a yellow line inside this red box right there, 34,062. I'll see if we can come back up to this yellow. If we continue to push up bullish, maybe we get up to what is now 50% of our volume, like right there, 34,100. But where more specifically is there a body that I can locate? And there's a body right here, and it's a nice whole number, 34,100. I like that. Okay, so let's see. Right now it's bouncing, it's coming back up. Let's now break this down to lower time frames. Daily is bearish, but we found 3 wicks at the bottom. So again, we're in this consolidating phase in here. Okay, so let's go to the hourly. Let's break our daily down into hourly. So we had this big massive push on the hourly, and we pulled back a couple times in this support. We came back up, new higher highs, came back, higher low. We came all the way up. Look at this. Okay, so when was this big push? At what time? Wall Street, 9 a.m. Big push, and then 10 a.m. we came down, engulfed almost everything all the way back over here, and we came back up less than 50%. Okay, but follow your structure. Okay, look at the structure. This is hourly structure in the market. Do we not have, and I use white line for hourly, okay? So there's a body, a wick rejected, bring it across. You see here how basically today it came right up to this hourly resistance area where those bodies are, and it got rejected, low wick or no wick on our hourly candle, and it broke and continued to drop, and we closed below here. So now I'm going to get rid of this big red box because now I'm going to do my resistance on the hourly. Okay, so going forward, right here, see how this was above the yellow line? Support, support, support. Okay, right there. Now this was hourly support above that yellow line. I'm bringing it across now, but look at where the volume is. The volume is down here. So this green box is not green. I'm going to make it red, and that's hourly. So I'm going to see when we come up to the hourly, if we do 34,100, I'll see if it gets rejected again here as resistance. If we close with some green volume above here, maybe we flip it, and then we're starting to come up to here. And then the next hourly, and then maybe the next hourly resistance. But right now we're below. We got a spin top candle on our new hour. So it came down all the way down bearish. Our low of the day, look at where our low of the day is. Look at all of our hourly rejections here. Here, here, here. So today when it just came down, it found a bottom because this is hourly, daily support, and it's coming right back up. We just closed, and this one opened. We have 35 minutes left on it. So it opened. It's an indecision spin top on the hourly. We still have over 30 minutes, but buyers pushed it up to here, and it got rejected. Tweezer tops, white line, like I'm going to put it at the bodies, like right up here. We'll go to the lower time frames and it will make more sense. But we came up, we got rejected there. As we got rejected, so this red box is like our supply, our offers, it's being lowered. So I lower it with the market down to there. You know, it was there, but now it's lowered, just like Bookmap, where there's an offer and then they lower it. So that's kind of what I do. And it pushed down, sellers pushed it all the way down there. So that's our hourly low right now in the market, right here. And when it got down here, the buyers increased their position from here up there. They made a higher low, and then they started to push it back up. So it's indecision. It's like a tug of war this hour. Buyers are pushing it up, sellers are pushing it down. It's going to be important where we close. Okay, where do we have some area of reference with these bodies? Right over here, here, and here. So I'm going to draw like a white line where there was resistance in the past right here, where we were barcoding, where it was green, red, and then we finally closed up green above there, and then the pullback and started that big bullish move. So now I got my hourly zones in here. I'm going to go to the 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what the 5-minute candles are doing now. So we clearly have this push down where it came all the way down. Okay, so you see the bottom. We came all the way up now at the start of this call. We came up there, and then look at it's an elevator coming all the way right back down where it's testing this hourly. So now we're trading inside here. So what I'm going to do is remove this hourly so it's not as confusing. Okay, we're going to keep this hourly support. So you see on the 5 minutes, they're holding. These are 5-minute candles. It came down there, it respected, wicked off. Came in here, respected. Okay, so that's, I'm just drawing green so for visuals. Okay, so they're lifting the offer, the bids up, just like they're doing in Bookmap here. So it protected this area. We never came back down to the low of the day. So now it's coming right back up. So I'm just going to remove this yellow line too because I want to concentrate on this entire zone in here. We can let the 5 minutes consolidate in here. So what we could be looking for now, guys, if we get that bullish momentum continuing, we might break out of here. This is an important daily area, that 34,100. So we'll find out what happens up here. If we can break up of there, strong move, maybe we pull back and we make this a green box, and this might be our hourly support. Maybe we hold, and then maybe we continue to fill up to this area up here, okay? Or it could be a fake out up there, and then come back down and do something like this, and then we come back down here. Then maybe we'll sell up here. If it comes back down in here, maybe we look to buy down here, okay? So, but inside here, if you don't feel comfortable trading, we can watch what's going on, okay? We can like kind of consolidate this entire area and we just watch, okay? But for now, Let's take a look at what RSI is saying. Okay, so RSI dipped all the way down in here, that one dip where it made the low of the day, and the strength is slowly increasing. This area, 50, is your baseline. 50 is your baseline. It's like your neutral right here, exactly at 50. Why? Because RSI oscillates between 0 and 100. Okay, 30 and 70 are just reference areas where over here it is telling us it's overbought, and sometimes when it drops 30 below, it tells us it's oversold. Still doesn't mean anything, but I use psychological numbers, so 0 to 100, 50 is our psychological midpoint. So we might be coming back up, and then it gets rejected and we push back down. This is our resistance up here. Okay, so that's at 50. So what we want to see too is on the strength indicator, can we break kind of above that 50 threshold and maybe use the 50 as a support, and maybe we can start to come up to 70 or a strength area or overbought, and maybe we can get that push up there. Does that make sense, guys? So even using an RSI indicator, you can use it with support and resistance and things like that. But this 50 is a very critical area because it's neutral. When it gets to 50, the buyers are not in control and the sellers are not in control. It's neutral. Anybody can take over, whoever comes in as an aggressor in the market, okay? So I'm just going to add the EMAs on this chart. 9 EMA is our green. We're currently, the volume is above our 9 EMA, and let's find out where our 200 is. Our 200 is all the way up here at 34,135 in the market, above this daily high, and there was a death cross right there. That's where the 9 crossed the 200 and we started to drop. So now we're slowly building our way back up, okay? We're going to leave this chart side by side with gold. I'll give you guys the chart in Zoom if you guys want it. One moment. Okay. Zoom chat, there's a trading view link in the Zoom chat if you guys want it. It's the analysis of this chart. Maybe test it with yours, see the levels if they match up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we're gonna let's leave US30 right over here to the left, and I'll be doing gold. Okay, do you guys have any questions on US30 before I move over to gold? Any questions? Is anybody in a trade? All good? Fib, to use a fib? Yeah, we can use a fib, Bernard. The way how I would place a fib is maybe I would test the swing high to the low to find this retracement, what's happening right now. So this big move was just before 10 a.m., Bernard, our swing high, and then we can clearly see our swing low right there, the bottom of the day. So what I would do is grab my fib tool, Fibonacci, place it at the top of here, the high of the day, purple line, bring it purple to purple. Go from purple line up here, the high of the day, and drag your Fibonacci down to the low of the day, right there, and plot it. My zones are a little bit bigger. Sorry, let me just readjust this. Okay, and then we can see where our 618 is. Our 618 is right here, 34,154, below my hourly resistance. And right now, we're going to test to see where it could possibly move. But your 618 is your reference point, okay? Always up there. Maybe if we get a full retracement to that 618, then that's where it might get rejected. And then you're at the heart of consolidation up here. What's so significant about the 618, Bernard? It's all mathematics, it's all permutations. That is kind of where law of math is gravitated to go towards. It's kind of, so if we're retracing, 50% is right at the middle. If it kind of just goes a little bit above there, then we're really testing the heart of resistance. You know, so any fake outs up there, that's where it might get rejected. Same with if we plot it the other way, if we're going from a swing low to a swing high, our 618 will be lowered down here below the 50%. So just in case that 50%, that psychological level is breaking, the 618 will come in as the critical support or the critical resistance, depending how you plot your Fibonacci. And we see if that area can hold, then it's going to be true retracement. And if it comes all the way back up to that 618 and it gets rejected there, there's a high probability it's going to come right back down. I don't use the Fibonacci as much as I used to use it, but it is a great tool. We'll do some live trading with it, some analysis with it as well, but it is a great tool. Okay. And you can trade the zones of the Fibonacci tool from zone to zone. Same thing. It'll plot everything for you. Okay, I will leave it on the Dow for now, but let's just mark up our areas right here. Okay, so we know when we came up right here, just after 1 o'clock, okay, right in the middle. So it's about 107, 108. That was our move right over here, where it came up and we got rejected and that pushed down. So that's our resistance right up here, our resistance. We're coming up right now. It's coming up strong. So it's getting right back up to that resistance. So we'll see, can they break it out? And if they do break it out, you see that block right there? That's where it could break out to and transact right in there. 34,150, there's 46 offers and it's showing more heat there. So there's more offers right above this area of resistance. So we'll see if it can come up there and we'll see what type of transactions happen up there. If we can start to push into there and start to push with and then making the depth of market full of bids down here, this area of resistance might turn to support. And if we can flip the book here where 34, 140, 135, 145 turn into green bids and we're building up the depth of market, then maybe this supplier will pull their offers out of the market and put them higher, and then it'll allow the buyers to break through this resistance. But I'm watching over here on TradingView too to see if we get any volume that closes above this area. Okay, we might also pull back. If it pulls back, where is there some 5-minute structure in the market? There was 5-minute structure right over here. See, when we came up one time, we got rejected. We came up again, got rejected. We closed as a hammer right up here. Then we had that little breakout, but then they brought it right back down. Here we closed again, right at that red line. We pushed up. And right here too, this big bullish engulfing candle, we closed above that red line, pulled back, continue push up. So I'm going to assume that if we pull back, see that support I had at the bottom? Now I'm going to go with this zone right here. I want to see now, if it pulls back red, I want to see this block hold support. Just like if it pulls back right into the VWAP, I want to see these bids absorb what's coming down and fill up and take it back up. I don't want to see this level break. If it does, then the sellers have a high probability it might sell back down to this hourly support down here, and we'll test down here. But right now it's building higher lows, higher low, higher low. We just got to break out of this resistance. This is where sometimes you get those impulse moves. This is where sometimes an impulse move will break out of here, and then if you don't catch the impulse, we might have to wait for the pullback. And that's where you got to ask yourself, are you going to take the impulse trade or are you going to wait for the body to close? Okay, so this is where it's testing the highs. You see right now it's breaking out. It's transacting up there. We've got our bids now filling back up. The negative CVD, the delta is still negative. Okay, so don't let this skew you like what you're doing. Okay, this is a bigger supplier in the market who keeps absorbing, but we could cause a minor short squeeze out of here. And you see that block? Where is it now? What happened to it? It just disappeared. It got pulled out and it got right there, 34,160. So it might allow for a potential push to come through here. But what I'm going to do is wait for the final candle to close in 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this, guys. Let's keep an eye on this, and I just want to wait for this candle to close, and then I'll do gold, because we're at such a critical area right here. I don't want to go off on US30 and do gold, and then we miss something that happens here. Just give me another 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's let this final candle close, and then we'll do a top down on gold. And this is the trend right now. Okay, so it is kind of trending still bullish through here, this channel. Yeah, guys, just give me 2 minutes and we'll get to gold. Just patience, guys. Just patience. We'll get to gold. Gold is at its psychological block, 1950. Remember, we always talk about that zone? 1950. It's a critical block. So we couldn't close with any big daily volume above 2000 on the daily, and 2000 block got rejected. So it pushed all the way back down to 1950. So if you're a swing trader, if you're looking at those bigger blocks, then you can swing in those zones as well. You're going to have to use a little bit bigger stop loss when you are trading those, because you're obviously looking for a bigger reward. But though you can do zone to zone trading on higher time frames as well. Okay, so you see when we transacted up there, we got a lot of red transactions showing us that the sellers have absorbed those buyers coming in and it pushed back. But now we got to see our bottom of our depth of market. As it comes down, will it fill up with the bids, and then can they bid it right back up? So our candle is going to close in 50 seconds. And then you see, I'm already looking if there's a bullish breakout where it could go. You see this kind of consolidation right over here? And this big red candle that came down 11:20 a.m., there was the 50% pullback right there where that wick is at 34136. So I'm just going to place a red line up there. And it levels up with that 200 EMA. So if there is a bullish move that breaks through here, it could come right up to, like, this red line would be a target. Okay, so I measure it 0.80 to 135. That's about 55 pips from right here. If it comes up to there, 55 pips. Sometimes you don't even need your ruler to do it for you. You can just look at these levels and just do the math. Real simple math. Okay, we came up there, we got rejected. We're still below the white line, the hourly resistance, and still below this red box. We opened with an ignited red bar, so it might push down. It might push down to 50% of the previous green candle. Okay, so right there. And it lines up with the previous high wick right there. So if we can continue to hold here and pick up these bids quickly, we might have that initial breakthrough here. And sometimes when it breaks through, to come up to that, sometimes I'm just scalping up to that yellow daily line. If I am, I kind of measure from the breakout up to there. How much is it? So the breakout would be 0.90 to 100. That's about 10 pips. If it just fills from here to there, that's if I'm going to take an impulse trade. Okay, and sometimes when I take impulse trades, I go down to the lower time frames like the 1 minutes, and I look for a nice 1 minute setup to just break through here. Okay, but we're gonna stick with the fives. Tomorrow, Thursday, guys, we're gonna go down to the 3 minutes. We're gonna do something different tomorrow on the 3 minutes. Okay, but you see, did we break 50% of that body? No. Did we? That wick was resistance. The volume closed above. The retest stayed above, and now we're pushing with volume to break through here. But if you're still waiting, okay, if you don't want to take, this is what's called an impulse move out of here. If you don't want to take the impulse, then we're going to go through the rules and we're going to wait for the body to close in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. I know it sucks. I know there's a lot of traders that want to take that, but sometimes a little bit of discipline will save you on a fake out. Okay, so now what I'm seeing is it came up there and got rejected. Okay, so they rejected that move right there. So if it comes back down now, it's going to come down to test the low of the candle we're on. And that's that 50. If it breaks, it's going to come down to test the body to body right here. Okay, but let's see if it still holds in here. Okay, and this is where sometimes we get caught up on a security. Like I want to do the gold top down, but I'm going to go off of this chart. Are you guys okay if I do the gold really quickly, like 5 minutes, 7 minutes on gold? Or do you want to watch this area for now before we go to gold? It's completely up to you guys. But if you guys can watch this, okay, just watch for volume to close above or below, because it could get rejected, and then maybe we see it come back down to test down here. See, there's an indecision move over here. See how the cluster of volume now is just clustering in this area here? But it's still building. Look at the bottom of the depth of market. It's still building, still accumulating here. Okay, so there's still 90 seconds to go. We still have indecision on this candle, but we haven't broke any support levels. Let's just state what has happened. We have not broke any critical support yet. We haven't broke 50% of that volume, so it is still technically holding. But when we came up there, it got rejected, and now we're going to watch how the volume will close. Is it going to come down, close as a bearish pin bar? Will it close as a shooting star? Will it close with some indecision? Are buyers going to bring it right back up near the end of the candle and maybe close near the high? And that might give us an indication on the move. So get ready, guys. I got my finger on the trigger just in case I'm going to go in. Now I can see that the buyers are bringing it right back up. 45 seconds to go. The last 30 seconds, it's kind of like basketball. The last 24 seconds is your shot clock. It's kind of like your shot clock. The under 30 seconds, 24 seconds, kind of shows who has momentum to close out the bar. Will it be the green team? Will it be the red team? Who will have the momentum going into the next candle? This is kind of right now, 24 seconds. This is our shot clock right now. So we've got to really pay attention to what happens here. There is some manipulation that happens at this time. When it's the closing of the candle, you got to watch for gap ups. It might close here. They might gap it down red to pick up the quick bids down there and then bring it right back up. They could close it gapped up, pull back, then go. So there's a lot of things that can happen. Okay, but here's the close. We close right here. Again, open green. Now we're coming down red. Can we get a quick wick, pick up those bids, and drive out of here? Yep. So now watch. It tested the previous high. It just got rejected. Now if it comes down and picks up a good block of bids, we could potentially break out of here and test that yellow line, 34,100. But now it's a small doji candle. Let's see if it can build quickly. Pick up maybe 34,140, pick up all these bids in here, hold this level where the yellow line is, that used to be resistance. If they can turn this area into support going forward, maybe we're going to continue to break out of here. But still, those tweezer highs, this is where you got to use control on your trading. It came up there and got rejected, so I'm still waiting. Now I see a bearish bar coming down. So still, is it going to hold this area? If I box this area in, I could trap this now. I can see just a couple bars are showing me how it's trading the volume. So just trap this in. Is it going to be a bullish flag? Okay, so it came down, higher low. Let's see if it comes back up. But we still have not had any volume close above this identified area yet. So we got the red bar coming down now. And this is a new 15-minute candle that just opened. It's 146. So you see it's right at this critical level. And we closed with the previous 15-minute bar above that hourly. So if we can continue to pick up these bids, maybe we're going to have a strong 15-minute breakout. Look above here. This is the 15-minute resistance. If we can build, this might be a strong bullish move. But I'm watching to maybe take an entry on the 5. And then if sellers bring it back below here, I might look to sell down here. If the sellers can push it down and close it below 50% here, like for example, if the selling momentum, there is none right now, but if it closes down there, maybe retest this, I might sell just to grab 10, 20, 30 pips coming back down to this trend line or the green box. But if I'm not in a trade, I'm still on the sidelines, I'm still watching. What do you guys think? Okay, right now we got the consolidation. Do you think it's going to be a bullish breakout or it's going to come down red? What do you guys think? And I'll get to gold, guys. I'm so sorry. Gold is just consolidating too, right here, just above 1951. Okay, see, this is where everyone has different opinions, and I respect everyone's opinions. We've got someone saying bearish, someone saying bullish. You know, that's what trading is. That's what trading is. Every time you're trading, there's got to be someone transacting with you, okay, against you. Okay, so far, the buyers got trapped up there. That's what we call trapped liquidity. Okay, you see they bought up there, they bought the highs, those high wicks, and now the selling pressure is moving away from them. That doesn't mean that it's just going to break down completely everything. It might just come back down, and then we got to see how it reacts where it picks up the bids. So it picked up a wick, picked up some bids, and now the buyers are bringing it right back up. You have no idea what's going on, but you're trying to learn. Just take your time. Take your time. I'm trying to explain it nicely. I wish someone explained trading like this, bar by bar, when I was learning. Just take your time and learn, okay? You're not going to learn everything on one call. Take your time. It takes traders years and years and years to learn this stuff. Don't think you're going to learn this in one day or 1 week. It takes a lot of hard work. But if you put in the time, you put in the energy, and you want to learn, you will learn. But if you're just here to make money, then it's going to take away from the learning process. Believe me, I've been there. Okay, so we broke 50%. It broke down. The body is going to close in 50 seconds. Is it going to close with red selling volume below here, where the bulk of the candle has engulfed those green bars, and then maybe we'll get a retest and a drop? Or will it come right back up and close with volume inside this consolidated box, and then next bar might open green and come up? Okay, but I'm only looking for buys if we get closing volume above there. We haven't had it. Okay, so now it's coming right back up. Remember the shot clock right now, 24 seconds. Who's going to bring it up? Who's going to bring it down? So here we go to the close, 10 seconds. Okay, so we closed right below there, opened green, ignited. So let's see if it gets rejected quickly. Like, remember, testing 50% right there. No, it's coming up. So we're testing the 50% point. Is it going to get rejected, or the buyer's going to bring it back up? Okay, so again, we're right back in the tight consolidation box. So no trades in here. Remember, we let it build. We'll see who will get squeezed out of here. Came up. See if it comes back down. Now it's testing the yellow line where it was previous resistance. There was that initial little breakout above there, but it's coming right back up. We'll see if it transacts in here. Okay, like right here, like this zone. See right there where all of that trapped volume is? We're going to see if it can come back and trade inside here and then break out of here. Maybe we need to see a double top rejection, where it came up one time right there, back down. Now it might come back up. If it gets rejected maybe a second time, we know that more supply is pushing it down. Then if we break down here, we might get that official drop down to this green box. And then we see what happens down here. It might come down here and go right back up, or it might break down depending on the momentum. Okay, so we got rejected. Look at the wick. Okay, so it came up to the red box at hourly and rejected it. Okay, so now if we push down, this might be a bearish impulse candle breaking down, or we wait again for confirmation for some red volume to close below here. Okay, so you see the bit rejected at about 50% and pushing down. Now we're coming down to the low, but remember this bar opened ignited when it opens. So it opened with buyers right away. So as it comes back down, the buyers are still holding the opening price of this candle. We have not broke it down. So this is what is called consolidation. Comes up, back down, comes up, maybe back down. Maybe it actually fills up green and closes above here, and this new area will become support, and then maybe we're going to break out bullish. The last 2 days, like this afternoon sessions, has been pretty tough. When we started 1 to 3, sometimes we get really good volume, sometimes we're going to get this inside consolidation. This is how you got to trade the markets daily. You got to be patient, you got to be disciplined. If your trade setup is there, you take it with conviction, with the proper risk management. If you're not sure as to what's going on, then just remain patient. Let the market do its thing. It's going to accumulate whether we're in it or not. The market is still going to accumulate. See, I don't know how long it's going to accumulate in here. That's why I might do gold, but I want you guys to watch it. So again, 90 seconds to go. We came up again bullish. Now they rejected it 2 times, okay? So that's telling us they rejected it. The offers are strong up there. 2 times in the same bar, they rejected it. But every time we get down to where the opening price was, where it was bullish ignited, the buyers are still currently holding it. Now it might flip. Now it might turn into a gravestone doji. It may turn into a shooting star. If the red volume starts to push down, this green volume will flip red and it will be a shooting star. And that is our second most bearish candle we have, next to the bearish engulfing. 60 more seconds to go. So we'll watch how it closes. Gold is not doing much either, guys, but I'll do the top down on gold, but it's not doing much either. It's just hanging around at this 1951 50 block, just consolidating 2 in here. Okay, so 30 seconds. Remember the last 30 seconds. So just by looking at the resistance, if I go into a sell, I'm maybe going to place my stop loss above here where it got rejected there, there, and there. Maybe it's safe to, if you go into a sell, to place your stop loss above there. Okay, just above the prior structure, unless you want to give it more room to breathe and you want to be at that daily yellow line. Okay, that's so before I even take a trade, I'm already looking at, if I get in trade, how high is my stop loss going to be? What is the range? Is it 20 pips? Is it 30 pips? I got to determine what lot size I'm going to use before I even get into the trade. So all of these things are going through my head even before I take the trade. Some of you guys use trade managers that manage all of that for you guys, and it's done automatically. I kind of manage my own trades in my head. But if you feel like you need a trade manager, they are very helpful. Okay. See, but we never broke down. It never broke down. Yes, it did just initially impulse come down, but then it came right back up. Remember, this candle opened bullish, ignited right off the hop, right when it opened. So it still held. It came down multiple times, but it came back up with green volume. So we're still consolidating in here. And the buyers might bring it through here. Okay, we're coming back into this area right here. See this? This is hard consolidation in here. 1 minute is nasty. Yeah, like look at the 1 minutes, guys. Very, like, how would we even trade the 1 minutes right now? So the 1 minutes are in that consolidated box, but we'll see if I can see it came up, lower high, came up, lower high again. But let's see if a 1 minute bar, see this one, it did close below. But remember that next 5 minute candle that opened strong, held it. So now we're coming right back down. So we can watch in here. This 1 minute candle is going to close in 24 seconds, our 24-second shot clock. So you can see the momentum on this candle. And also, guys, just a heads up, we're 3 minutes away from 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. brings in a new hourly candle, a new 4-hour for some securities, and that brings in volatility, that brings in momentum. So sometimes you have to ask yourself, do you want to get in a trade right before an hourly candle opens? Because you have to be aware. Like, for example, if you sell and then hourly candle opens bullish, you could get stopped out. So you have to be aware. Sometimes have rules. I have rules. If it's like 1 or 2 minutes before maybe Wall Street open, before maybe a specific hourly candle in the market, maybe I hold off. Unless I'm going to do a feeler trade and test out. Because I've been screwed over so many times where sometimes I'll go into a sell couple minutes right before an hourly candle, and then it comes right back up. Then I had an opportunity to sell it down, but there I'm stopped out. So this could be they're pushing it down before the hourly candle. Okay, but you see that the buys, no buys up there. They're breaking it down now. So they are pushing it down right before the hourly candle. So let's see how far down it comes down to. Is it going to come back up? Where will it close? Yeah, also the 4-hour change in minutes, San Hadid. Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning. So this 2 p.m. it's a critical time in the markets. It's a 4-hour candle for most securities, and also a very, very specific 1-hour candle. And sometimes maybe they'll come down, they'll suck the liquidity down there, and then they'll come right back up. Okay, so 90 seconds to go, and then we'll look at gold as well. Gold is holding support right here. Like I haven't done a top down yet, but it's holding the support right there. I will do a full top down on gold, but it is holding. But you see, it is trending down. Like you see, it is descending. Okay, so will it be like a move that breaks out of, maybe come down, pick up liquidity and break out of there? Or will it close below here and continue to push down? So that's what we'll determine on gold too. But let's see what US30 is doing. So we came down, created a new lower low in the market. Okay, that's important. Did create a new lower low, but when it came down, okay, we picked up our bids. Now they're bidding it right back up. We got 30 seconds to go. So let's see how it will close. Will it come back up? Will it close below here? Can we sell the next hour? What are we going to do? Okay, let's watch how this body will close. Okay, so here we go. Pay attention now. Okay, you might see some gap downs, gap ups. 2 seconds ago, we closed red below the zone. Okay, so it's an ignited red bar right away. Let's see if it has enough momentum to take out that wick. If not, it might come back up. Okay, but it is an ignited bar, so it could break. Okay, I want to see right now. It's retesting this. Will it come up? If not, this is a bearish ignited bar. It might continue to push down. Okay, so we got our wick. See now if it comes up with some bids. Remember, this is a new hourly candle. Okay, so it's got a little bit more momentum, but it made that equal bottom low. It's coming back up, but remember the ignited red head. So if it comes down now with more volume, this might be a potential sell, but right now it's still coming back up. But we did close below this area. Okay, and we opened ignited, but you see it's not breaking that bottom low. So now it comes back up. Okay, so just be careful. But remember, it was ignited red. So if it comes back all the way up and then comes back down, you know they're holding, the sellers are holding this position, but we need more of that selling volume from a higher time frame to come in. Right now, just be careful. Okay. See how I measure the wicks? Okay, that told me to not sell because it came down. Testing here, I wanted to see if it would break. It didn't. Equal low, tweezer bottoms. Now coming right back up. Okay, so that's how I avoided a sell right there. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, this is live. This is not back testing. Okay, it's easy to do this while we're back testing. You can see the things and just say, yeah, I could have done this, I could have done that. But this is live. Okay, so this is how I saved myself from going into a sell down there. Now it's coming right back up. Okay, so we're right back in this box. So let's see if it builds this hour and maybe we break out bullish. Guys, do you guys understand any comments on that? Zoom? Do you guys know why it didn't go in and sell there? Because I could have got caught. For real, I could have got caught. It opened exactly the way I like it. Red, closed below. It was an ignited bar, but it would have just dropped for maybe 5-7 pips. Not enough for me to get out. And then now I probably would have maybe potentially been stopped out up here. Okay, so it's just patience. It's discipline. It's learning what's going on. Equal lows, how important they are. Breaking lows, things like that. It's important, guys. This candle, I guarantee you, faked out a lot of people. This open faked out a lot, faked out a ton of sellers. And now it's coming right back up. So we're transacting right back in this consolidated where all that trap liquidity is. We got 2 more minutes. This might be the impulse breakout. Here are the 1 minutes again. Okay, so the 1 minutes performed a double bottom down there. Let's see if we get a 1 minute candle right now to close above. It's right there. Look, this is the 1 minute candle. Let's see if it gets a short pullback, and this could be a buy opportunity on a 1 minute, but we'll ride the 5 minute volume. But I'm still watching the 5s. Okay, so the 5 is getting right up there. Can the 5 at least have a little momentum to impulsively break? These are triple high equal wicks. 1, 2, 3. Actually, almost even 4 over here. Okay, so now it's building. This candle, its job is to break through this resistance. With all of this volume, there's the breakout. Okay, so it just broke out. Now what we can do is we can wait a minute and 25 for the final bar of this candle to close. Otherwise, it could be another maybe fake out and then it comes back down. Okay, but this is the strong move. If you're looking to scalp the 1 minutes, that's over there for the 1 minutes. But I'm staying with the 5 on this one. Okay, so it broke through. Okay, so this candle has done its job, but can it close strong above there, maybe near the high? Selling pressure might push it down. So let's see the close, because I want to be able to close above here and flip this red box green. It might fill all the way up to that daily. Oof, man. Okay, so that's the impulse break. But you see how it all started with that fake drop at the hourly and come all the way through here. So it filled the imbalance to that daily, got rejected. Let's see where the volume will close. Now, see the red box? I'm already going green because I assume that this candle is going to close above here. We're closing in 20 seconds. So let's see how we close. Any pullbacks, we might be looking to buy. Okay, so we did get the official higher high breakout. It's on the new hourly candle. Okay, here's the close. Close, green. Is it going to get rejected at this yellow line, or again, tweezer highs? It's ignited. Okay, so it got right here, we're testing. It's building, it's still ignited. Okay, I'm looking for a quick pullback. If not, this body could hold and maybe break through here to come up to, remember that red line and that 200 EMA. So the body is still ignited. I'm just looking for a short pullback to maybe buy it. If not, I might have to buy this candle as it's building. Okay, this is the test up here. Lower high so far. Okay, so there was the rejection. That's what I'm looking for, the rejection. Now, if I'm going to buy, at least now I know I'm going to maybe buy on a discount because I could have bought the high and been stuck up there. So, but I want to see actual retest, the actual breakout area, this area right here. That was resistance here, resistance there, resistance, resistance, resistance. Is it going to turn to support now if the sellers can bring it right back down in here? But it might not come in the green box. It might hold right there, a higher low, and still build and maybe come back up. But now it came down, picked up. Yep, gold could be breaking this descending triangle at this support area. Okay, so you remember the 50 RSI? We broke above it. Now we're holding it. So we're pushing a little bit above it. So there is some strength, but I'm looking for an entry. Okay, I kind of want to I'm waiting for that pullback down into here. I might not get it, okay, because it's still holding this higher low. So I got to watch one more time how it builds. Is it going to come up for the third time? So how many times has it came up? One time, got rejected. It came back again 2 times and got rejected. So in the single candle, this 5 minute, it's kind of like a double top within the same candle. It came down again, picked up some bids. Let's see for a third attempt, will it be able to break it on the third attempt? So every time it comes down here, it's still picking up these bids. This zone, will this zone now be support in here? And then I use this area for sell later on today. So for example, if it comes down, back down here, maybe I sell that back down in there. Okay, if it doesn't hold as the support. Okay, so it's still holding. We haven't really broke the low. Still building some volume. A minute 45. This could be just our indecision. We had our first impulse breakout. Okay, that was exciting. But now the market is maybe just catching its breath again above here. This is where it might need to just consolidate a little bit since it broke out. But if it still holds, we might be getting that bullish break out of here. But it's still coming, like it's still, I'm not convinced yet to take my buy yet. Holy, see sometimes guys, we get one chart and you're staying with the volume and then we don't get to do a top down on a second security. But I promise you, I will do the gold top down. But sometimes you like, I like to stay with the volume on securities as opposed to just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I like to study what happens. Yeah, nice. The Dow buys are running from the Scalper Pro, guys. For you guys that took that, good stuff on NASDAQ and US30. Okay, so now tweezer tops, equal highs, rejected. It's coming back now to test the low again. Will it come back to test down in here? 20 seconds to go. Who will be the aggressor closing this candle out? So far it looks like it might close with selling pressure. But remember, we're retesting 50% of the bullish candle and this green zone. Might not come down here. Maybe it holds a higher low and builds and continues to break out. Okay, so we close with a bearish spin top. We opened again, ignited green. Okay, so can it come up? Maybe retest this yellow line or those equal highs. If it's a lower high, we're going to possibly come down and touch this green box down in here. That's where I'm potentially looking to buy the market down in there. If I see a nice block of bids, I can see it right there. It's coming down now. Okay, so this might be the official retest coming in. Let's see if it comes down red. Maybe if we pick up a wick in here. Maybe if it comes back up. If it closes below here, the market could sell off. Is this boring volume price action for you guys, or do you guys like this? Like, unfortunately, I can't change the volume. I wish I could change. I wish I could make the markets trending all day. It's easier to trade like that. But we had our breakout. Okay, we had a breakout. Remember, we're fighting all this resistance on the higher time frame. Like, look at all the we're counter trading basically. If we're buying, we're counter trading the big sell-off today. Okay, so it is still being respected, but this was the first big breakout candle to pierce through this big zone. Last time we were trading here was noon. So we finally got the big volume above, and now we're consolidating. This might be the bull flag that gets that bullish breakout, but we got to continue to hold this area and pick up the bids inside here. Otherwise, if it comes down, it could sell all the way back down and take out these two tweezer bottoms and drop down to this green box. How can I say a big sell-off? Right there. That's not from 945 Wall Street, that big drop right there. Okay, for scalping monkey. I'm not talking about selling the entire market for the next 3 years. A scalp, last few hours. Okay, that was a big drop considering what was happening in the market. And now look at us. We're trying to build back up. You're climbing a big mountain. That's the big mountain. See how you came right up to that daily and got rejected there. Okay, maybe the word big. I shouldn't use the word big. Sell-off or bearish move. Okay, sorry guys if it's not technical enough for you guys. No problem. Everybody has their opinions. Everybody says your stuff, okay? But to me, for a scalper, That's a big drop for me, scalping the markets from 250, 34,250, all the way down to 34,000. That's a 250 pip drop. For a scalper, scalping zone to zone, that's a big drop. If you don't think that's a big drop, then stick with your higher time frames. Some swing traders would love to make 250 pips swinging all week. That was from, look at the time, from 10 a.m. Anyways, let's get back to regular schedule programming here. Okay, so we did not break, pulled down, right back into the green box now. So this is our official retest. It came down, it's holding. We're trading right back inside here. Sometimes afternoons can be like this, okay? 25 seconds and a new 15-minute candle coming in the market at 215, and we're right at 50% of that bullish move. So can we agree together that we got rejected right there, right above that critical daily level, and that is a resistance? Okay, so I'm going to place a red box up there, and maybe if it comes for a double top opportunity, okay, I want to be prepared for it. Okay, so what I'm looking for now on the new 15-minute candle, I like to see this base of support hold, come up again, but if it pushes down, if they reject it below 50% here, or this lower high and breaks here, I might be looking to sell below here. But I want to see again how it reacts at this level, because this is the critical level. Remember, here was resistance. Now let's see if it turns to support currently. So we're just watching what's going on in here. Okay, so it came down, holding. Is anybody gonna buy inside the consolidation box? Anybody want to go in for a buy test, like to test inside here? I'm still just, it's indecision. Okay, as much as I love to trade in here, just really cautious of this area because it is a critical daily. That 200 EMA is right up here. We just initially broke through there at the beginning of this hour. Now it's coming back down to retest. Yeah, gold might be breaking down. Okay, it came down, pulled back up, might be breaking down. Remember, 1950 is your big area, 1950. Okay, so let's look at the 15 on, let's clean things up. So remember that big impulse break on the 15? The 15 closed right there below. Now we're coming up. So the 15-minute has a lot of momentum to fill that upper wick and maybe continue to break out. But it is holding. Okay, this one just opened 3 minutes ago. So it's this bullish engulfing candle. See if it can engulf. Okay, sometimes this is where I go down to the 3 minutes or the 1 minutes where I look to maybe take a position. But the 1 minutes came up, back down, holding, coming right back up. Let's be patient with these ones as well. I know everybody wants me to trade every single candle. Okay, I know everyone's asking, Ron, why are you not in a trade? Why are you not selling? Why are you not buying? Sometimes you got to let the trade develop. Okay, you don't, because sometimes if I trade a single candle, you guys won't be ready for it. I might just say this green bar, and I'm just trading in the consolidated zone. It might be for 10, 12, 13 pips, and I might say I'm in and out. And some of you guys are going to get caught holding it, and I'm already out of the trade. So I don't want to do that. I'm kind of trying to look for the best setups possible. And to me, it's still consolidating up here. But see where the sellers tried to push it down, and then it got bid right back up. So are we building at this level? 90 more seconds. Tough market today. I agree with you. It's November, okay? There's lots going on in the markets. We'll see if we have a Santa Claus rally this year. Maybe it might be Grinch coming to the markets, and there is no Santa Claus rally. Grinch will ruin it for everybody. We're trading on the 5 minutes, Percy, on the 5 minutes. Yeah, like guys, if you want to trade the zone, you're more than welcome to trade the zone, but just measure the move. What I'm telling you, the top of this wick down to there, measure it. What is it? 20, 10, 15 pips? Because if you sell, you can sell down there. Get yourself 10, 15 pips. If it comes back up, you might get yourself 10, 15 pips. But unless you're holding, unless you're accumulating with the market. So I don't want to accumulate right now. So I want to stay on the sidelines and wait, because I don't want to scalp for just 10 pips in here. It's not the time, not the place right now. That would be more for 1 minute. 1 minute, you could see the 1 minutes. Okay, hold, come right up there. Pip and dip. Sell, come back down. Pip and dip. Come back up, grab yourself some pips and dip out of the market, because it's just trading in here. But that might not be the best range for you to trade, because you gotta factor in a lot of things. It's not just a candle. You gotta factor in your spreads. Number one, with your broker or your prop firm, you gotta factor in the spreads. So if it's only 10, 15 pip zone and you have a 3 pip spread, it makes no mathematical sense to be scalping in there. You got to factor in slippage with your broker. When you take a buy and you take a sell, there might be a delay for a little bit. You might get slipped 1 or 2 pips. You got to factor that in. So even though it's maybe a 12 pip range, you might have to give up 2 pips for a spread, 2 pips for slippage. You got to understand that your net gain is very, very small in there. The risk to reward to trade in here, it's not worth it. We've got to wait for better setups. Okay, but let's just review what happened. It came up green and got rejected with a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. It's coming up green again, lower high. So let's see if the selling pressure breaks this box down, and maybe we sell down in here. See how the depth of market, that initial pop came up, got absorbed, came back down, came up again. This is a lower high from over here. So now we're just trying to break this critical area. This was the resistance in the market, and now it's turned to support in the market. But once the depth of the market starts to trade down in here, selling pressure might break this VWAP and then get that drop. And the drop will be coming down in here. A quick top down for gold. Okay, guys, let's do a quick top down for gold, because I promised you guys that. But just if you guys are monitoring this, just let me know if things are breaking down here or if it's coming back up to here. But this is, just keep an eye on this. What you could be looking for is a body to push down here, close, maybe retest this, we flip this red, and then that might be the selling pressure to come down to those equal low wicks right there. And we'll see if there's enough momentum to take those lows out. And if it does, it could maybe come down to the green box down there. But do not trade until we see it breaking down. Right now, it's still not breaking down. It came down. That's a higher low, higher low, higher low. Might continue to come back up. Maybe we need that nasty official double top where it came up here. There's our neckline. Comes back up. Maybe one more time up here. Then they hammer it down. Okay, that's an official double top. Okay, I'm going to do gold really quickly, but I'll also be watching Bookmap with US30 while we move over. Okay, so let's get it because it's 222. We'll get this done right before 2:30. Okay, so gold top down quickly. Let's go to the daily. Okay, wow, daily looks interesting. Okay, so gold, this area. Okay, let's just find our static zones on the higher time frames. Resistance, resistance. Bring it across, resistance. Okay, you see the body close right below, ignited red on the daily, push down. We came back up yesterday, small push up on the daily. Okay, we opened. What was our high of the day on gold? 1971. 1971, high of the day, purple line. How has gold been trading since the high of the day? They pushed it down. We broke the yesterday's closing price, drop. Look at, we filled all of yesterday's low. Okay, that was a big move to fill that big wick. So there I'm going to draw a yellow line because that's a critical area in the market. What if gold retraces back up to 1956, 1957? We push down. We are at our low of the day right now on gold. Like I don't even see a wick on the daily candle. I'm going to put one right now just to show us that it is at the low of the day. Now, if we continue to push down, look at what we're trading into. This area where it came up, back down, came up, back down, came up, back down, came up, back down, came up. So this area that used to be resistance right there, resistance right there, resistance right there, turned to support there. Now we might be coming into a daily area of demand right in here. So I'm going to make this a green box. And that's my 1950 kind of psychological area from 1950 down to 1948, 47. This is where the market could rotate back up. But it's coming down with a lot of selling pressure. So if we break, where could it go down to? Look at all these bodies right here sitting at 1942. There's a lot of bodies right here. Yellow line. Right here. There's a body, a body, a body, a body. Okay, it might drop down to 1942 and might hold there. Very bearish. Okay, so I'm going to continue to move into lowering the time frames. So daily is very bearish. If we're buying gold, you're buying against a very strong daily selling candle, like all the volume is right down at the bottom. There could be maybe an end of day little rally, but look at the hourly candles. Okay, the hourly. This one right here specifically, 10 a.m. today, closed below this critical daily yellow line. Closed below, came back up, indecision, back down. Came up again, lower high, push down. Came up again, lower high, closing near low. Now we're ignited red on this hourly candle. Okay, look at it. Ignited, broke the low, continue push down. Where could it go down to now? Okay, so now what we got to do is inside this green box or down here, we got to go to the hourly and look the last time when there was hourly volume trading inside here. It was trading in here. Where do we got some bodies, wicks to look at? I'm going to look at right over here. See this green body, green body? I'm going to make that a white line. And I see how the volume held above it. The wicks got rejected off of it and pushed up. If it continues to break down, continue push down, maybe 1948, 1949 will find some hourly support. If it continues push down, there's those four wicks right there, 1945. That's where I want to see the 5-minute buyers step in at 1945.46. See the hourly support came down one time, back up, came down, back up, came down, back up, came down, back up. Body right there. 1945.46 might be a good area to look for scalping for some buys if it comes down there. Okay, down here, 1945, this white line. It's going to test this white support here and might come down to there. But then we have our big daily area down there. So it's trending down on the hourly. Let's go quickly into the 5 minutes. I see Dow is starting to break down. Let me just go quickly to right here. Okay, so Dow pushed down 3 minutes before. Okay, so did it close below? No. Okay, and then it closed right near there, came back up and pushed down. Let's flip this green to red and get ready for 2:30. Okay, because it's coming very, very soon. Let me just finish gold over here. Okay, so look at gold on the 5 minutes. Remember that little trend line we had on the 5 minutes, this descending triangle? Okay, we are still pushing down on it. Okay, so where do we have some resistance on the 5 minutes? Got resistance right here. those bodies got rejected there and there. Okay, so remember, be careful if you're buying. Okay, it's selling. I told you the daily candle is pushing down. So let's see in the next 3 minutes if it rotates back up. So if we find some buyers in here and gold comes back and breaks that trend and closes above here, this might be where we're going to buy 1950 right in there, and then we take it back up to 1953 for 30 pips and maybe break out to where? To those upper high wicks right up there, and that's where the market got rejected, 1954.55. Okay. But now let's let it come into this demand area and see if it can bounce out of here. There is RSI bullish divergence. See over here and here, higher lows, while it just made a lower low in the market. So it's showing us that there is some bullish divergence, but I don't see anything bullish about this move until I start to see some volume, green volume closing above here and breaking out of here. Okay, so let's just add those quick EMAs. 9, we're below the 9. Gold 200 is all the way up here. Okay, so let's just go put these two side by side, and I want to watch that US30, how we go into the new 30-minute candle. Okay, so we broke down, it came down low, that's a higher low, coming right back up. Let's watch where this volume will close. I'll give you guys the gold chart as well if you guys want it. And we got 30 more minutes to go. Let's see what we get at 2:30 coming in the market. How has everyone's week been trading? Okay, it's midweek, it's Wednesday. How have you guys started the week? Monday, Tuesday, and today. Kim, that wasn't even quick on the top down on gold. I took my time with that one. One day I'm going to do one with you guys where I will do it really, really fast. Okay? It might be done in 1 minute. Walid, I'm not in any trade right now. I'm not in any trade. Let's watch right now. Okay, create a call right here. So we close with the red volume. It retested. Let's see if it quickly comes up green. If not, they're going to sell it down. Maybe this 30 minutes. Okay, gold ignited, might break that wick. And remember this first area, hourly support is right here, 1949. We'll see what happens here. If not, it'll continue selling. If you're in gold sells, you can continue to push it down. Gold buys will be above here. Okay, so we came up green, they rejected it, lower high, and we got the volume below here. So if this starts to get more red volume below here, we're below the box, we might look, well, I might be looking for a potential sell. But maybe it's got to come right back up to grab that last bit of liquidity. Because remember, there's some money sitting in the market right up here, right in here. So the market may want to come up, transact into that liquidity, grab it, then push it down. Okay, but remember these levels. Okay, remember this yellow line. I haven't changed the yellow line. This is a very important area where it used to be resistance, turned initially to support, now back to resistance. So it just came right back up. Those offers are holding, and now the market is pushing down where it might continue to push down. Okay, so it came up, it got rejected in the red box, we're pushing down. It's not that big of a wick, it needs to break down here. Our cumulative volume delta is still negative 800. So the selling pressure is still absorbing the market currently. Okay, but coming up bullish again. So this is that move where I said that last bit of liquidity, it might come up green and then they reject it down. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some unusual activity in the market. If it comes up and then they reject it hard, maybe this is going to come up strong and this is a little fake out and it's coming up strong, and maybe we're going to continue breaking out bullish this afternoon. Okay, so I just stay with the volume. And normally I'm trading power hour too, but sometimes I got to go pick up my kids, so I'm trading on my mobile when I leave. But I've got all my zones marked up. I've been trading this for the last couple hours, so I got a good indication of where the volume is moving, and then I kind of maybe look for a power hour move if we don't get it now. But it came up, it got rejected. Lower high, lower high, lower high. And now if they push it down and we flip this bullish buyers and we flip it, this could be the selling opportunity. So there, see how they came up? They grabbed that last bit of liquidity. Okay, now it's coming down, 2 minutes to go. It's a shooting star candle. I'm going to take a sell now, okay? I'm going to enter in a sell. I like the shooting star setup, okay? I'm in a sell. I'm going to place my stop loss above those previous highs, and I'm going to look for a TP down into that green box. And then, but more importantly, I want to see if we can come down and break those two tweezer bottom lows down in there. Sometimes if you want to dip out with 10, 15, 20 pips, that's on you, okay, if that's what you like. But I want to see if I can ride this momentum. See what I look for? An unusual bar. Did you see when it came up green and they rejected it hard? There they are. That's the trapped volume up there. Okay, some of you guys already pipped and dipped. That's quick. I'm still in the trade. I'm going to try and hold this one out, develop. We want more red volume to close below here. 60 seconds. We could be riding, if we look at the 15-minute bar, rejected, 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 no volume above there. And now we're riding a really nice 15-minute shooting star. If it's got enough momentum to come and test those 15-minute lows down here. And then that's the big area of support, the green box. There we go. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. I'm going to a break even in profit. Excellent. Break even now. And it just dropped beautiful right down to the VWAP. Okay, so if you're looking for a 20 pip trade, that's what it is. Okay, there it is. Right down there. Okay, go to a break even now. But also reward yourself down there if you like. You know, that's up to you. And then if you're still in the trade, 5 seconds go, let's follow it. Is that volume going to close below those two tweezer bottoms, that red line? Will it? Yes, they gapped it down, okay? So this might come up green a little bit, green, test here. If it gets rejected, we might have maybe potential to break that low wick and take out this green box. But it's going to come up, okay? I could tell right away. The way they gapped it down, I knew it's going to come up, okay? It's manipulation in the market. But sometimes you got to wait patiently for a move. You got to wait patiently sometimes for a move. Okay, I wasn't convinced on buying. Okay, beautiful retest. Okay, remember that previous trend line. Okay, held the trend line. We got rejected at those wicks. Okay, so if we can keep volume below, see where the wicks are, like right here, red. If we can continue to stay red below here, maybe we'll push, but this is a big green box. So it dropped all the way down and coming right back up. They gapped the market down to pick up these bids, but remember, now what's going on in the depth of market? Where are our offers? Are the offers coming down? Okay, we might absorb some buyers. That's a beautiful rejection. I love that rejection. Let's see now if we can continue maybe depleting these buyers by exhausting them and continue to try and push down. But it could come all the way back up and tap into a break-even trade. Okay, but some scalpers are just looking for that drop. I myself included. That's exactly how I trade. That's exactly what I look for that drop. And then go directly to a break-even. And then what we teach here is either learn how to scale out, close 50%, 75%, leave the rest running, or if you're going to leave the entire trade, we got to let the thing breathe. Are we still below 50% of this big red bar? Yes, we are. Okay, I'm still in profit, but this is a big critical area to break. It's not easy. Remember, this was a green zone for a reason. It's the VWAP right here, volume weighted average price. But the 15-minute candle did exactly what it needed to do. It came down red, broke the lows, came down. Unfortunately, it's still, we got a nice drop. It's coming down. We trapped some buyers. Okay, that's what we got to do. Just keep trapping buyers. It wants to break, but we need more red volume below here. Okay, but guys, don't be surprised if it comes up and taps into break even. That's why when I trade, I tell you guys, I pip and I dip because I've been scalping the markets for quite a bit, and there's been a lot of trades where I've taken where I've gone directly right into 10, 15, 20, 25 pips profit with zero drawdown, and I want more and I want more and I want more, and then a green candle comes right back up and hits my break even. And I used to review my journal on a daily basis. I used to add up how many pips I left on the table at the end of the week, and I was just shaking my head and said, that could have paid off my mortgage payment that week if I just dipped out of the market and been happy with that. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, are you scalping these markets or are you looking to hold trades? And this big white line is the volume weighted average price. It came exactly where the market wanted it to go to. And it loaded up again with buyers who are bringing it right back up. But then we got to judge to see if there's going to be lower highs in the market. Where will it close? Might be come right back up. And then this afternoon, I might be buying these highs up here. But that's a quick scalp to get yourself 20 pips. Okay, and I hate to ask this after the fact. Did anybody pip and dip? And if not, that's where I entered. That's where BE is, break even. And I don't know how else to explain it, guys. Honestly, I don't. I've been doing this for a lot of years here on YouTube and with Zoom, and I don't know how else to explain it, but I guess you guys got to figure out yourself. You got to figure it out yourself, you know? Some traders are blessed to grab just 20 pips in the market and just get out. You look for a couple of those quality setups a day and you're good to go. But that took a while to generate. Okay, it was just what was happening in the market. Came up, rejected, came up, rejected. Closed with some red volume below. I never bit there. I waited. I told you that unusual candle where it came up green, right there where it came up green, they grabbed that last bit of liquidity, then they dropped it. But unfortunately, it came down to our VWAP. And right now, the trade is a break even right now. Okay, so if you didn't take out anything, it's a BE. Okay, and that means no win, no loss, but review what you like. But you can use this zone as static and maybe enter into another trade. Okay, so right now those wicks and the volume is back above, so this red box is green now. If it continues to hold above here, then what I do this afternoon is I continue to watch. I watch these levels and I trade these zones. If it comes back up with green volume, it might come back up, close above here, retest this, green, have enough momentum and volume, take out those highs, and then it's coming up to here. And gold now found a bottom at the white line. Hourly support, red, green, red, might consolidate here, might push down a little bit further, but this would be a good buying opportunity, I'm saying, down here, this 1945. If it bleeds down here, this will be an ideal buy down here. Okay, so now ask yourself too, are break evens too tight? Because see, now this is what happens a lot of times with break evens. You gotta learn it for yourself. So if you go quickly to a break even, it could come up break even and then get rejected and keep pushing down. Okay, so sometimes maybe a couple pips above a break even might help too, but that's for you to figure out. That's for you to figure out. Thank you, Pramila. Have a nice day. Okay, but it's still pushing down now. So it's red, green, red. Maybe it continues to push back down, close below here, and then maybe like an additional sell. Like just because you're in and out doesn't mean you got to stop trading. You can still watch the volume. If it comes back down and closes back below here and retests this, it might have enough higher time frame supply to break this critical green box and the VWAP. Always says, can you buy gold now? Max lot, please tell me. That's the last thing I'm going to do, okay? So if you think that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you to use a max lot size and to buy now. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. There's other groups that will do that for you. They're on YouTube, they got Telegrams, they got Instagrams. Find those groups, but that's not me. I'm here to teach you how to trade, not tell you to use a max lot size and buy gold now. Sorry, that's not me. Dave, you want me to serve you breakfast in bed? Guys, should we serve Dave breakfast in bed? What do you think? What do you think that guy eats for breakfast? What is Dave's breakfast? A big farmer's wrap? Egg and oats? 4 eggs, bacon, hash brown, sausage? That man can eat, guys. I've seen that man eat, and holy. 12 eggs and 2, look at it, 12 eggs and 2 cups of oatmeal. That's for real, guys. That's Dave's breakfast. Damn. Okay, guys, so it's one more minute and we got 2:45. We got a new 15-minute candle coming in the market, okay? So even gold, let's be patient with gold. Let's be patient with gold as well. Did you guys get any value out of that explanation of that trade? Okay, if you guys did, hit the like button, guys. If you like that explanation, did I explain it properly? We went candle by candle. There was some fake outs, but thankfully we never bit on them because today's discipline was we were going to wait for bars to close. Okay, so sometimes we do that. You can see how many opportunities we could have got faked out on buys, how many opportunities we could have got faked out on sells. So we waited patiently, the trade broke down, but we're in a range. It's in a range. Okay, so it's not going to give us 100 pips. It's not. I'm sorry. But we can get 10, we can get 15, we can get 20, maybe 25, maybe 30. But that's just like, look at gold's range too. What is gold doing? Absolutely nothing. So if you think you're going to get a big move out of here, you're kidding yourself. Okay, it's just consolidating right at a critical area. But some traders, I'm going to be honest, they don't go to break even. Okay, so let's just talk facts, a little bit of facts right now. I tend to tell you guys to go to break even because I know that some of you guys are over leveraging. Okay, someone was asking me for a max lot size on gold. Okay, so you gotta understand my situation here. I'm not here to get you guys and you guys are over leveraging and you guys are blowing up your accounts. Okay, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that. So if a trade drops down like that, I'm gonna tell everybody, including myself, to go to break even, to reduce our risk. Now, whether you want to follow that or not, that's not up to me. We're all adults here. You need to choose. Some traders leave a stop loss, where they go into profit, they don't go directly to a break even. They'll leave their stop loss. They might lower their stop loss a little bit, but they won't go directly to a break even. That's up to you to decide, okay? But I'm doing this for my own conscience here. It's not easy to do what we do here, what we do at SST, to come on here and live trade, scalping the markets on low time frames every single day and being transparent, honest with everything. So I don't want to be responsible if you guys do not understand what proper risk management is, okay? Because a move like that, and you over leverage with your big lots, your 10 lots, and that drops 25 pips the wrong way, you're down $2,500, okay? And I don't want to be that guy that's responsible for that. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't want to be. And I'm just here for entertainment and education. That's it. and I need to sleep at night. If you guys want to go reckless and full port and full leverage your accounts, good luck. We go slow and steady at SST. Slow and steady wins the race with less anxiety and less craziness. If you're just looking for those lotto wins, you got to get good at what you're doing. Because even if you have 5 good wins, one reckless one over leverage will destroy everything. And then you start back from scratch. Are we still in a trade? That depends on you if you're still in the trade, okay? I went in the trade right there. I told you guys clearly I'm going in a sell. I had my stop loss there, but then brought the stop to break even. Now, if you're stopped out at break even or still in the trade, that's up to you. Waleed, what do I think about the signal bot? I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be awesome because that bot can work 24 hours around the clock, and it can determine good setups when you and I are, when I'm sleeping, when you're sleeping. It can help everybody. It helped a lot of our traders who are from Australia and New Zealand, because that's not a good time for us to be in the markets, but it's a great time for them. So the bots will pick up any good setups on all type of securities 24 hours around the clock. So super excited about that, but it's in testing phase, still working on everything to perfect everything, but it's just more that we're giving at SST. You got the scalper SST kill shot if you guys like EAs, automated trading software and things like that. We got a bot, we got the scalper pro. There's a lot of things that are going on here. Anything to help you guys with your trading. Make life easier for everybody. It's nice when you're sitting on the couch and you're relaxing, and then all of a sudden you might get a signal comes directly to you. You can take a little peek at the charts. If you like what you see, use your proper risk and go in the trade. Do they always go into profit? No, nothing does. There's no bots, no humans, nothing. That is, even banks lose money. So if banks are losing money, what do you think a retail trader is going to do in the markets? Okay, so gold is still selling. If you're buying, you're getting trapped. There's nothing that's suggesting a buy on gold yet. Okay, so it's still pushing down. I want to see at least some green volume close above some resistance, like see gold maybe come up and close above here, retest this, to even consider even looking for a buy, because right now it's still dropping. Remember that daily candle is still pushing down, very aggressive. Anwar, thank you, have a good day. Am I selling that down? No, we had the one sell right there. Now it's kind of consolidating. Okay, let me get rid of this. Maybe that's confusing you, this box. Okay, so now what's going on? Where are we consolidating? It's trading inside here now. Okay, and we're what? 9 minutes away from power hour. So what do we see? What is going to happen in power hour? Well, let's just walk through what could happen. If the buyers continue to bring it up, because remember, this is a higher low, we're still above this green box. If the buyers maybe bring it back up, I'm looking for a closure or a push above here to pull back where I make this red to green and hold, and maybe come through here and take out those highs and push for that move. This afternoon, I might be looking for that. But I might also be looking for a sell-off this afternoon. Negative CVD, cumulative volume delta, is almost negative 1,000 right now. It's just having a difficult time breaking the VWAP. But this is where you're going to get that fight, that tug of war now going into power hour. And if the market continues to sell down into here, maybe pull back in here, and then we break this area of demand, and then we drop down to hourly support, maybe down to the daily low down there at 34,000. Gold, now watch gold. Okay, so gold is really pushing down. Remember this area, what I said. This is a critical hourly area, 1945, 46 area. This might be where you might be looking for, like, put a pending order in the market, maybe a pending buy, or maybe like a feeler trade down in here, because get a feel of what it feels like to buy off an hourly support level when 5 minutes are completely oversold. Okay, that might be that quality setup that you're looking for. Will it come down here? There's no guarantee. It might just stop right there. But remember this white line? Now, if I see it pick up liquidity down here and buyers bring it above that white line and hold there, that might be where I'm going to buy and see if gold can retrace back up. But remember, if you're buying, you're counter trading gold today. The day is very, very bearish. So you have to be careful. Like if you bought here, you would have to dip out of the market. If you bought there, you would have to dip out, or else you're going to draw down. If you bought here, you got to do something, because if you didn't, it drops. Again, those two green candles that came up, they pushed back down. That one green candle that came up, they pushed it right back down. We got to wait for it to bleed out to a critical area of demand, and it could be down here. And now we got a lot of indecision spin top candles on US30. So again, it's a choppy afternoon. It's pretty similar to yesterday. You gotta use caution when you see volume like this. Maybe don't even trade power hour altogether. Maybe save some ammunition for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow might be a much better day in the market. Don't feel like you have to trade just because it's power hour. Look at the volume you're trading. It might get really choppy in power hour as well. Okay, and we got 5 more minutes to go, guys. Tomorrow, okay, remember tomorrow's schedule. It's a little different, guys. Tomorrow's schedule is a little bit different. I'll ask you guys in the Zoom, okay, you guys. Because I have it scheduled for our webinar, Q&A, wellness, see how everybody's doing, is at this time, 1 to 3. I can do it at 11 to 1 if you guys want. But the way how I scheduled it is 11 to 1, we come in and we look at the markets. Maybe we trade post New York after like Dave. It's up to you guys. In Zoom, what do you guys want? Do you want the webinar at 11 to 1 and then we trade 1 to 3? Or do you guys want webinar 1 to 3 and we trade at 11 to 1? That's up to you guys. I'm asking you guys in Zoom. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys want. And then YouTube, you guys are whatever time slot we do, excluding the webinar. Trading 1 to 3. So webinar early in the morning, 11 o'clock. Up to you guys. And if you just joined the call, guys, this is the free Telegram group. It's pinned at the top of the YouTube. Highly recommend you join it. We're going to put promotions coming up very, very soon. Show you what we got working on. Members, testimonials, how they're doing. Some setups. Guys, this is what's happening in the Zoom with Shahab, with Dave, with PK, with myself. You know, there's a lot of learning, a lot of earning going on. Still some traders are struggling, but they're working on it. Okay, I'm not going to say everyone is doing amazing just because they're at SST. Some traders at SST are struggling, but they're learning. They're getting better. They're getting better. So they're learning more about risk management. They're learning about zone trading. They're learning more about the markets than that they never knew about. So it takes time, but I'm happy to see that traders who are struggling are starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and they're getting better. I'm not gonna sit here and say everyone's gonna come here and be profitable. It's not gonna happen. But you can become a better trader here in this environment. Okay, so we're a few minutes away, 3 minutes away from power hour, guys. So gold is still dropping, but maybe we'll see maybe a little bit of a sympathy relief rally. But if volume still keeps closing red down here, they might push it down, okay? Do we trade futures as well? Yeah, Kev, we trade everything. We're going to get more into that. With more time, Kev, we're going to do more things. There's just so much hours in a day. We're busy. We've got busy lives. I just came home from doing eavesdropping on my rental property. We're working with some guys. We're doing the eavesdropping all around. I'm building a new addition onto the rental property. So I'm running around, coming back and forth. That's why my hours are changing over here. I got to be with them in the daytimes, so that's why we got to go some evening sessions next week, because I got to be with them in the days. But busy, guys. It's nice to be busy. Keep busy, keeps you focused. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of bullish move. Still pushing down. So even if US30 sells down here, it might continue to sell off. Okay. Okay, I see most of you guys want to trade post New York and then webinar in the afternoon. Okay, let's do that, guys. Okay, so we'll stick with the regular schedule. So for tomorrow, everyone, including you guys on YouTube, join us tomorrow 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Post New York. We'll come take a look at the markets. We'll do some 3-minute analysis tomorrow. Thursdays we do something different time frames. We'll do 3-minute scalping tomorrow. Okay, at 11 to 1. Then we finish up, 10-minute break, guys, and then we go into our webinar. This is a wellness webinar. See how you guys are doing. How can we help you out? Question, answers, anything that you need help with that I can help answer, I'm more than happy to, okay? But we got to do those monthly check-ins. See how everyone's doing, get feedback, interaction. I want you guys to unmute your mics. Talk to me, someone please, so I don't just hear my voice all day, every day. You guys are probably getting sick and tired of hearing my voice. Okay, and just be careful, guys. When you trade 3 p.m. in the next 25 seconds, look at your hourly candles too. Look at our hourly candles. Okay, so remember this hourly candle, that was that unusual move that came up there and pushed down. So it's red. Look at the volume. Red, green, red. Okay, so look at our hourly candles. They might be building to continue to sell down in here. Okay, so keep an eye on that if you guys are going to continue trading. Look at hourly on gold. Okay, big hourly dropping down. But this is that one area. If it comes down here, it might be good buying opportunity around 1945. Okay, so we did close below there now. Now just flip your boxes. Get in the habit of doing this. I do this. Okay, keeps me focused. That now this was green, red now, red volume below. If it retests this and holds below here and kind of consolidates down at this smaller range, maybe it's going to be a bear flag and continue to drop down. And if I take a sell from here, I measure the move down to either these bodies or to the hourly support. It might be 30 pips. And if I get in that trade, it might come down 30 pips and then stop and rotate right back up. But at that point, maybe a quick pip and dip out of the market. Yes, thank you guys. If you can hit the like button on, we do appreciate it. Okay. But thank you guys. The likes are what keeps us going here on YouTube. We do appreciate it, guys. The likes do help the algorithm. It helps anyone searching for education to learn about trading. You know, that's the only way we can find you guys, you know. So, and I know that there's a lot of people that want to learn how to trade. So we're trying to reach out to you guys. With the help, we need your help. And we do appreciate your help, guys. Okay, so guys, that was not the greatest session. It wasn't. Yesterday was rough at this time too. Today was pretty tough, but hopefully we take something from today's session. We learned something. Congrats to you guys that pipped and dipped out of there. Congrats to you guys if you guys are still in the sell. I hope it breaks this area of support and continues to drop down. But if you're still holding, I don't know where break evens were for people, but that's it, guys. Everyone have a great day today. I got to go pick up the kids from school. It is freezing cold outside. We got freezing rain, ice. It's cold out here. I'll trade anyone warm weather for cold weather. If anybody wants to offer some warm weather over here, I'm going to take it. Otherwise, we'll give you some Canadian cold weather. But thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you guys. Let's all have a great day today. I hope you guys have an amazing hump week, midweek, and we'll see the markets tomorrow, Thursday. Remember Papa Powell, guys, tomorrow. Okay, it's not FOMC, but he's still speaking mid-afternoon. Okay, that's when we're going to be having our webinar. But if you guys are trading mid-afternoon, make sure you know that Jay Powell will be talking at 2 o'clock. Okay, and whenever he talks, the markets move. So make sure you know what he's saying, or just expect volatility at that time. Okay, thank you, everyone. God bless. Have a great day, and we will see all of you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.